everyone, welcome to Minyi's Kitchen. Today I'll be sharing 3 recipes that I really like with you. These are the ingredients for the kaya jam. Add coconut cream and sugar in a double boiler and mix until the sugar is melted. Slowly add in about a quarter cup of warm coconut cream into the egg yolks and continue stirring to temper the eggs. Pour the egg mixture back to the saucepan and continue to stir over low-medium heat. Stop after about 15 to 20 minutes when the kaya has a thick but spreadable consistency. It will continue to thicken as it cools. Transfer to a container when it's cool and you're done. Here are the ingredients for banana bread. Remember to preheat your oven. Chop butter into smaller cubes so it will be easier to melt in the microwave. Peel the bananas. If yours are frozen like mine, just defrost it in a microwave. Measure out your sugar. Here I'm using both black sugar and cane sugar. Then measure out the all-purpose flour and add a pinch of salt into it. Then add the baking soda and baking powder. Next, chop up the chocolates and add almost all of them into the dry mixture, but save some for the toppings. Start by mashing the bananas until they are soft. Next, add in the melted butter, but save some so we can use it to increase the texture of our banana bread later. Then add the eggs into the mixture. Next, add in the sugar, saving a little bit as well, and mix until it's well combined. Next, add the dry mixture into it and mix until there's no lumps. Next, scoop the mixture into whatever baking tin that you're using. To increase the texture of the banana bread, we will now drizzle the top of them with the butter that we saved previously. Do the same with the sugar that we saved as well. And lastly, add the chocolates on top as toppings. Cover with foil and bake for about 45 minutes to 1 hour depending on your oven. My oven is already preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After that, remove the foil and continue baking for another 10 to 15 minutes. And it's done! Wait to cool before you store them. Up next, here are the ingredients for Wat Dan Hor. I'll usually start with prepping my proteins. Here I'm chopping up the fish cakes as well as the shrimps. Then I'll season the shrimp. Here I'm using white pepper, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of cornstarch. First, heat up your pan and add some oil into it. When the pan is hot enough, add the rice noodles in it and let it char for a bit before moving them around. We want the noodles to crisp up a little. Ask your dog if he wants to be in the video, then proceed to add soy sauce to the noodles to add some flavor.
Why your dog so tall?
Stir until everything is well combined. Take the noodles out of the pan and then we'll move on to making the stock. You can skip this step if you have your stock ready, but what I'm doing now is just adding boiling water to my pan and start adding the better than bouillon chicken base into it for my chicken stock. To make my stock more flavorful, I'm adding a little dash of dashi in it as well. I'm also seasoning the stock with some oyster sauce. I'm also adding a dash of Maggi seasoning for more flavor. Then I'm adding in a little bit of white pepper as well. Some sugar to taste. I'm also adding a little bit of salt in it. And another dash of white pepper. A little bit of soy sauce. Also decided to add a little bit of chili to make it more flavorful. Once you think the stock is flavorful enough, add the proteins in it. I'm adding my shrimp as well as my fish cake. And let them boil until they are cooked. Next, we need to prepare the cornstarch slurry by adding water to cornstarch. Then I lower the heat and start adding the slurry slowly into the pan. For the final soup to be smoother, it is better to add the slurry in batches rather than add them all at once. Finally, for the Wat Dan, which literally means smooth egg, we just need to mix the eggs slightly, lower the heat, and just drip them into the soup slowly. Turn off the fire, put the lid on and let the eggs continue to cook in the residual heat. Now we're ready to assemble everything together. Just scoop the soup into the noodles and we're done. Thank you for watching. Bye!